new exemptions will eliminate tariffs on several items, including coffee and bananas. Some trade experts say it could impact the greater trade war and negotiations down the line. Trade talks remain stalled between Canada and the U.S. ahead of the Canada-United States-Mexico agreement review next year. With me now is former White House official Larry Haas. Larry, thank you for joining me this morning. So Trump
Nice to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us. Trump has backed down on some tariffs. What do you think this signals about his global trade wars?
Well, frankly, it's an admission from the White House that the underlying theory just simply isn't right. The president and his top economic team have been saying for months that somehow businesses were going to absorb these costs and they weren't going to be passed on to consumers, even though mainstream economists of the left and the right were essentially saying businesses, of course, are going to pass on these costs. So the White House seems to be admitting that these higher prices are the result of tariffs. Obviously, he's not fully backing away from the tariff strategy, but because there is so much concern about rising prices, I mean, coffee prices are up 19% over the course of the last year, just as one example, that the president's under tremendous political pressure, that in light of the very difficult elections for Republicans a few weeks ago, he just simply needed to back away under pressure from Republican lawmakers who are very concerned about the midterm elections next year.
Larry, should countries like Canada be using this as an opportunity to push for relief on other levies?
Oh, sure. You know, to the extent that other countries can show that American consumers are suffering or will continue to suffer even more down the road, obviously they should look for opportunities. I mean, after all, the White House has now shown the first sign of a significant backing away under political pressure. If I were in Ottawa or another major capital, I would probably be reaching out not just to the White House, but to Republicans on Capitol Hill who are in touch with the White House and make the best case that American consumers are going to suffer even more if there's not a change in policy.
Do you think we can expect more tariffs to be implemented in the future?
I think it is all dependent on the state of the economy and in particular the state of inflation. If it's the case that backing away from these few tariffs on food items really eases inflation, and in particular food inflation, then, you know, the president may stick with his guns. But most experts do not think that this is going to have a sizable impact on the overall effect of tariffs. So I don't know. I think the president's going to continue to be under considerable pressure. Having said that, he clearly is committed to this tariff policy. The only problem that he's having right now is it's not working. You know, manufacturing jobs, which he's supposed to bring back through these tariffs, they continue to shrink. We have fewer manufacturing jobs today in America than the day that President Trump took office. So this policy is collapsing, in a sense, all around him. And the real question is going to be, to what extent is he willing to face the embarrassment that this policy simply is not working and it's going to continue to hurt Republicans in upcoming elections?
Okay, we will be following this closely. Larry, thank you so much. That is Larry Haas, former White House official.